So we did see seismicity in the early part of this eruption as the dike was breaking the surface. And then we saw it again when it moved a little bit downrift, you may recall. Since then it's been a very seismically quiet part of the rift zone, and that's probably because the vents were open, the dike had reached the surface, and so it wasn't breaking a lot of rock, and that's what causes earthquakes. So in point of fact, if it were to resume activity at any of the fissures right now, we don't expect necessarily a lot of earthquake activity. What we will see is tremor, which is the movement of magma. The other thing we should see is an infrasound signal, and that's from our stations down there that are looking at these signals that travel through the air that point back towards sources of lava emission. Deformation, we may not see any change in those signals either right now because again, the dike was to the surface, it opened the ground, it doesn't have to do a lot to come back to the surface. What we're really looking for instrumentally is sign of pressurization. And maybe uprift pressurization if pressure begins to build. So while I won't rule out that we're going to see earthquakes and deformation before a resumption, it may not happen. There was a time when the gas emissions from Pu'u went up very briefly, and now they're back down to what they've been for a long time. But Tamara Elias said the other day that really right now Kilauea is putting out less SO2 than we've seen in a long time, certainly in 10 years.